And I don't know if you know this, but the subway shooter guy, he's been caught. Here's the thing that's interesting about it. The New York Police Department were taking like bows. Yeah, it felt like they were taking bows about him being caught, as if they had something really to do with it. Johnson, the New York Police Department were doing like a victory lap with Mayor Eric Williams in front. Eric Adams, let's say Adams. Mr. Swag. We're just going to call him Swaggy. But in reality, you guys didn't catch Frank James. Frank James caught himself. Here we go. Here's my tweet about Frank James. Did you hear the one about the NYPD trying to take credit for catching the New York City subway shooter? They didn't catch Frank James. Frank James caught himself. He called the cops and gave them their address. They took so long picking him up, he went to McDonald's for lunch. Here's the thing you need to know about the NYPD, who could not catch Frank James. The NYPD's budget is higher than the entire military budget of Ukraine, a country with a population 5 times that of NYC. That's right, Johnson. The New York Police Department's budget is $6 billion. That's B with a billion. Or billion with a B. That's more than the city spends on health, homelessness, youth development, and workforce development combined. Brooklyn shooting suspect Frank James facing terror-related charges after calling Crime Stoppers on himself. Once again, Johnson, he caught himself. He got tired. Said, let me get my 3 cots in the meal, man. I got time for this. Got better things to do to be out here on the lamb. What I look like? Some lamb? Chop? I got things to do, man. I got places to go. I can't be out here like this. What y'all think this is? Okay. So, when we talk about reimagining our police force, this is one of the reasons why. You got NYPD with all the money in the world. $6 billion. Ukraine is actually fighting a war with half the resources. We're actually getting more resources now because we're helping them out. They could not catch one Frank James. Nor could they prevent one Frank James. Hell, catching them. How about preventing him? So now here comes the game where it gets even worse. Now, all of a sudden, the $6 billion ain't enough. Well, yeah, you know, that $6 billion may sound like a lot of money, but I'm trying to tell you it's not a lot of money. No, it is a lot of money, Johnson. It's a whole lot of money. It's more money than some countries' GDP. Real talk. But no, listen, it's not a lot of money. I mean, if you want us to really be able to do our jobs, we need to make it $7 billion. 6.5? That's next. That's next. That's what they do. That's what they do. They could not prevent crime. But they will get an increase in the budget to have more people make more money within, right? To give more overtime, to buy more shiny toys. Will people get safer? No. 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 It's just a game. Use your pain. Just like it's all. Do you see the through line? Are we seeing the through line? Are we connecting the tissue? Do we see the connective tissue between all these things? Just like Black Lives Matter, just like the Congressional Progressive Caucus. They use a good thing. We're progressive. We support progressive candidates, except for Chantel and this other person and that person and that person and that person. In fact, we're going to support these centrist candidates, these moderate candidates over progressive candidates. Just like BLM. We fighting for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, Tamir Rice. Look at them. We fighting for black people gunned down in the street. And they're going to take that money and spend it the way they want. Buy houses, do it on travel, pose, give it to their friends and people they know with other organizations that have nothing to do with what got Breonna Taylor did. Breonna Taylor was not a trans woman, homeless, looking for a place to live. Tamir Rice was not a trans child looking for, trying to travel from state to state on the arts festivals. Do you see the connective tissue? Can we catch the thread of the needle and put it through the other side on these issues and understand what I'm trying to tell you, which is all the deception is all the same all the time. It's the same distraction, the same methods of using good causes in order to enrich oneself. Using a cause that is genuine and righteous and manipulating it, using that as a narrative only to serve their own wishes and oftentimes counter to what you want. New York Police Department want to use the pain and suffering of 10, actually 20 people that were wounded, 10 who were shot, to fundraise off of, to increase their budget. We're not even doing their goddamn job, Johnson. And this is what I'm telling you. It's all the same. I understand why people are very disenchanted, disinterested, frustrated, and actually just turned off, like I got a gag reflex on anything political. I get it, man. But I can't go quietly in the night, man, and just let them get away with it without pushing back. We got to fight back, because even if you disengage from politics, even if you don't pay attention, even if you don't vote, even if you say nothing, as you walk away, guess what's happening? They're still taking that money and doing what they want to do with it. They are still undermining our best interests. You can leave, the movie still plays. And it's not a movie, it's real life. Get where I'm going? Just because you don't want to sit here for somebody to see it go down, Johnson, it's still going down, Johnson. It's all the same shenanigans, treachery. It's always what it is. And we lose.